So, this video is all about, well, a newbie Amazon author. My neighbor Eleanor Rose, from sending my family cookies to letting my toddler walk her little dog Lexi, to feeding our cat when we're away, never mind the cuddles. I was really moved to tell you what has happened to her as a beginner Amazon author. And never mind that she's also a beginner YouTuber. My wife and I were honestly very impressed when she finally went public, telling all her friends and family what she had been working on for the past 2 years. Being an Amazon author and YouTuber is where she is at now, after writing and uploading 13 books to Amazon about successful retirement. As well, she has this delightful website with a blog titled fantasticretirement.com. You can go there to see all the books she has uploaded to Amazon. It turns out, writing one book, never mind 13 books, is the easy part. It took several conversations on the back porch to get the whole story. Because she is such a nice lady, and now I find out a hard-working retired lady learning computer skills she never had, and how incredulous her story is about trying to be successful, I just had to tell her story. As Eleanor said, what's the point of writing any book when it's impossible to have anyone see that book when it's located on screen 89 for its topic? All this will be explained. If you are a beginner writer or potential writer hoping to be an Amazon author and sell your book, you also need this video. Eleanor told me that it was her hope that people would read her books, enjoy them and find value, because I have read them and found them interesting and entertaining. As well, she would like to make back the expenses incurred as she is on pension. I'm about to tell the real story of being a newbie Amazon author, and I will throw in her needs regarding YouTube. I'm asking you to buy one of her books, or more than one, and to go back to that book located on Amazon and write in an honest review. The same applies to YouTube. Her videos will never show up on screen 1 as long as there are no comments under her videos. That's just how it rolls on both Amazon and YouTube. No book reviews means her books are buried deep on Amazon and her videos are buried on YouTube. Your kindness would really go a long way. So, here's the whole story about being an Amazon beginner author and, well, being a newbie YouTuber. Eleanor thought that also making videos about successful retirement would, help the books on Amazon to sell. Do keep in mind, this lady has been retired from teaching for many years. She's fun, capable, and interesting. And honestly, so are her books and videos. Here's the Eleanor Rose story. Eleanor is a lay researcher, reading studies, books, and lab work about health, from mental, physical, and social issues in retirement. She has done this, making notes for 15 years. That makes her somewhat qualified as a retirement expert, I would say. Here's an excerpt from her third book, 12 Practical Steps to a Fantastic Retirement. We are in the middle of a retirement explosion. This youthful group no longer fits the stereotypical myth of retirement. We are physically active, socially, having a good time, sexually interested, and emotionally not ready to throw in the towel. As a matter of fact, today's retiree is doing marvelous things and enjoying this time of life more than any other generation. Fantastic retirement stories turned out to be easy to come by. Out of the workforce experiencing exceptional lifestyles, hundreds of retirees have been more than glad to share their stories via email. The result? Her website, fantasticretirement.com. It all started when, quite by accident, she heard about a lady in Ohio who is making money hand over fist since she retired, and a man in Alberta, Canada, who retired and took up the life of a cowboy. Having their email addresses, she sent the following to both, the senior entrepreneur, the senior cowboy, and everyone else on her contact list. There had to be tons of retirees smashing retirement. Both of these stories are at the end of this video. Here's Eleanor's words. I'm experiencing what I call the crazy train, soon to be explained. Yes, I am retired, and yes, I am also digitally challenged. I am a retiree of senior years without too many left to get this project off the ground. That will only happen with help. You can already see and maybe have some heart that as a retiree, I am in over my head. Now stay with me because this is maybe where people across the world may be kind and lend me a hand. At the end of this video there is a small financial surprise that I hope you will like. Also, at the end of this video you will hear the 2 stories that got me onto the crazy train. All beginner authors are, on the mini crazy train. Let's start with, well, the crazy train. Most beginner authors write just one book and then have to deal with all the challenges of not only writing it, but actually getting it up on Amazon, learning SEO, marketing, formatting, and so on. I now realize that most people, whether they're shopping in a bookstore or browsing on Amazon, really have no idea about the trials and tribulations an author faces after finishing, well, that book. Here's the crazy part. As Eleanor told me, I not only wrote one book, but honestly, my fingers went on to write 13 retirement books. Why I did that? Well, that will be explained shortly. Strike 1, the crazy train. Anyone who's trying to be an Amazon author and a YouTube beginner is definitely on, the crazy train. For instance, I found out early on that I had done my crazy train backwards. For each one, I did a ton of research going back years, but I did not research, before writing any of these retirement books, whether or not they were topics that buyers were looking to buy on Amazon. Here's the research regarding what topic to write a book on if you expect to sell that book you wrote. You might be a beginner author on the internet who needs this information. Researching popular topics before writing a book is essential for an author because it helps ensure the book resonates with current trends and reader interests. By understanding what is popular, authors can tap into existing demand, making their work more likely to be noticed by publishers and readers alike. It also allows authors to identify gaps in the market, offering opportunities to write something unique that still appeals to a broad audience. Additionally, researching popular topics helps authors stay relevant, reflecting the cultural, social, or political conversations happening around them. Ultimately, it increases the chances of success by aligning the book with readers' expectations and increasing its potential reach and profit. In other words, if you want to make money with that book, you had better know before you write the book if it's a topic that will sell. Such a basic idea, but I tell you, beginner book writers don't know that. Please listen up because I write nonfiction, and as I said before, all about successful retirement. After watching this video, if you wanted to, you might decide to help me out and to turn the train around. Strike number 2, my lack of research. I did no research regarding whether my topic, my crazy train, would sell. Yes, people want to read stuff about successful retirement, but it's a tough go for a beginner on Amazon to get from screen 89 to screen 1 so that a searcher would find their book. It's all about the algorithm. More on this beast later. Who could that be? Before I go on talking to you, did I tell you that all the areas of this video that give you research I have sourced from ChatGPT? I noticed that many retirees, when I even say the term AI, curl up on their chair and close down. It's like the big hand is going to reach out of the sky and get them. So no talking about AI, which I respect. So here's a little from my good friend Chat about how to find that topic that would sell and how to find it without spending money. Spending money is coming up later, that nice little financial surprise I mentioned earlier. This idea that one should find a topic before you write the book, I found out after writing the books. It's all part of the crazy train which was ass backwards. A whisper in your ear. Avoid the research. I realize that most of you probably have no intention of ever writing a book. You would rather fall in a pool of jello than try writing. You may find the research part of this video puts you off. The answer? Skip it then. Scroll horizontally to the next topic if you must to avoid the chat research, but maybe you never heard of all this stuff an author has to do. Find a book topic that will sell without investing money. Here's a quote from chat. A potential author can find out where to look for topics that people want to buy by utilizing a variety of free resources available online. Here are some effective methods. First, online bookstores like Amazon or Barnes & Noble. Browsing bestseller lists on these platforms can give valuable insights into what genres or topics are currently trending. Checking out customer reviews can also help identify what readers like or dislike about certain books, revealing potential gaps or opportunities. Next, social media platforms like Reddit and Twitter. Engaging with communities on Reddit such as R Books, R Writing, or specific genre-focused subreddits can provide first-hand feedback on popular discussions and emerging trends. Twitter's trending hashtags and conversations also offer a pulse on what people are talking about. Third, Google Trends. This tool helps track the popularity of search terms over time. By analyzing the most searched topics, authors can identify growing interests and seasonal trends in various genres. Fourth, book blogs and review websites. Many websites and blogs dedicate themselves to reviewing books and discussing trends in the literary world. Following these can give authors a clear understanding of what's resonating with readers. And finally, library and bookstore events. Visiting local libraries and bookstores, both physical and digital, to see what books are being promoted can give authors a sense of popular themes. Many libraries also offer book discussion groups where trends emerge. By using these free resources, authors can pinpoint high-demand topics and make informed decisions about what to write. Strike 3. Here's more of what Eleanor told me. Ignorance, that's my ignorance. Typically I was like most beginner authors. Honestly, I had no idea zip zilch about finding a topic that would actually sell. I just thought the whole world would want a book about successful retirement. Coming up next is my bio on my website, fantasticretirement.com. As you listen to my story, you'll get a glimmer of just how much I didn't know about writing a book and, well, trying to sell it on the website and on Amazon. Another whisper in your ear, as Eleanor related. My background, my bio. How it all started, are you curious? Eleanor was. She went to the internet in search of fabulous retirement success stories, but nope, no luck. She wanted to read about retirees doing fantastic things. We are over 50, physically active, socially having a good time, sexually interested, and definitely not ready to throw in the towel. Next, she pulled the net, asking for retirement success stories. The result? A worldwide avalanche of successful retirement emails. Just in case you want to know more, here's Eleanor's story. Eleanor started her trek towards a successful retirement with a university degree in psychology and geography. She followed two parallel paths, one as a high school teacher plus mom, and the second as a journalist, TV guest, and public speaker. Some of her appearances happened in conjunction with her first book, a hardcover, catering to RV owners. Later, enjoying a perfectly good retirement, Eleanor went to the internet to find books about successful retirement. She wanted books about everything fun in retirement, including being financially stable. There is a plethora of advice on how not to get Alzheimer's, diabetes, how to find a home for your aging parents, and so on. But honestly, there are few books out there that I wanted to buy about great retirement. Travel books that appealed to any age were, well, the exception. What's a girl to do when she wants some information? Well, you might say, go to the internet, but that already fell short. Eleanor's strategy was to email her entire address book asking, if you are having a great retirement, could you share your story? What started as a dribble morphed to 10 emailed stories a day. When Eleanor was flooded with emails as her requests cybered from computer to computer around the world, the avalanche pointed to creating several books with only one criterion. All donations had to be about success. Even though there are sad stories in retirement, those are not what flew across the world to her inbox. Keep in mind the words, successful retirement, because Eleanor only wanted uplifting, fun stories. She got more than that. Hard to believe adventure travel, love and retirement bedrooms, new careers, and freshly minted entrepreneurs, the gamut. Eleanor decided that some ebooks should result, and out of the proverbial cyber woodwork came several people who wanted to help with the project, becoming the Eleanor Rose team. The result? 2 free ebooks, one about internet scams and a much longer book about maintaining good health in retirement, and well, why not have the best health? Retirees are truthful, interesting, savvy, and not ready to throw in the towel, mostly not rocking on the front porch. Who has time for that? The results? The emails nicely broke down into books. 13 books, a website, fantasticretirement.com, a blog, the Fantastic Retirement blog, Saturday Morning Chillax, and even a presence on YouTube. The goal? To provide insightful and inspiring ideas you can copy, or, just sit back, read and enjoy hearing what everybody is doing. To highlight to the younger generation just exactly how terrific retirement is. To showcase actual retirees from across the world having a great time at this stage of their lives. If you are already retired, or thinking about retiring, there is nothing better than an easy read on how to have fun, maybe be daring and always be interesting. Retirees who emailed are truthful, funny, and encouraging. Success in retirement is within your reach. So, what happened to Eleanor? Well, she doesn't really read novels anymore, but she sure finds time to walk wee Lexi, and she works hard, to stay healthy. Her team tirelessly stays on top of this big undertaking, mainly because they just enjoy the result. Retirement, for her, has kind of moved to the back burner. Honestly, she's happy as a clam, sharing this fabulous retirement. Eleanor said, "My best buddy number 2 is YouTube University. You can take an educated guess. It was YouTube University that really opened my eyes to what I didn't know about selling a book after I had written them." Here's some chat on that topic. Watching YouTube videos can be an invaluable resource for beginner authors looking to learn the craft of writing and selling books. Many experienced authors, editors, and marketers share free advice on topics ranging from plot development to self-publishing strategies. Beginners can learn how to create compelling characters, structure their stories, write nonfiction, and handle writer's block. Additionally, they can gain insight into the business side of writing, including book marketing, building an author platform, and navigating the self-publishing world. 4 reliable content creators to consider are: first, Kristen Martin. She offers writing tips, productivity hacks, and guidance on self-publishing. Second, Jenna Moresi. She's known for her engaging and humorous approach to writing advice, especially for novelists. Third, Self-Publishing with Dale. He focuses on the self-publishing process, including book marketing and building an author brand. And fourth, The Creative Pen. Joanna Penn shares valuable tips on both writing and marketing, perfect for aspiring authors. These creators provide practical, free advice for authors at any stage. Strike 4, the crazy train. I'll get back to YouTube, and also, I'll tell you about money running out the door for a beginner author. But right now you need to know my major hit that generated the crazy train. Who knew that writing just 1 book should have been the goal? Using all the previous advice in this video? Nah, why not write 13 books? Easily, I was out of my mind to do that, being such a rank beginner. Go ahead and shake your head right here because I didn't triple the workload. I made it impossible for a beginner author to sell. Do go to fantasticretirement.com and see all the book titles, or check out the list in the description below. Strike 5, digitally challenged. That would be me. No cell phone, no e-transfer, no GPS, even my dad's lovely manual rotary phone which I still use. Nothing except a lovely new computer that does my bidding. So, how does one even begin to write and publish not only 1 book but 13 books being digitally challenged? I tell you, the magic bullet for me is Louisa, my computer lady. She is so very kind and patient. Remember, I'm an old bird who did not grow up with content eyes. Nothing would have happened had it not been for Louisa. Get this, I now can make videos and upload to YouTube. I now can make a thumbnail and know what to say on said videos. I thank my lucky stars every day for Louisa. Every retired author who is digitally inept needs a Louisa. Strike 6, book writing and finances. Even with sourcing so much for free, there are still expenses. For me, on a middle and income pension, the author ride is not cheap. The money part is private, so not going into it except to say, my goal is to break even. Whisper in Your Ear 3. Could you help me? Might you help me? I am what is known as a middle-class retiree. I am neither rich nor poor, somewhere in the middle. I am about to tell you how you could help me. If you bought a book, either an ebook or a paperback on Amazon, and then left an honest review under the book, there is an angel shining down on you for helping me. You see, if you are not an author or self-publisher, you might not know that reviews are the ticket to the first page or screen on Amazon for that topic. No reviews and one's book sits on screen 89 for that topic. No one knows about your book when it is buried so deeply. It's a tough slough to get to screen one, but help from people all over the world would get me there, and my tiny bank account would recover. My goal is to break even. Did I already say that? So, here's my first ask. Please consider buying one of my books, or maybe even more if you feel like it, and leave an honest review on Amazon about that book. And, well, here's my second ask. Please check out one of my videos on YouTube, give it a watch, maybe subscribe, hit the like button, and leave a comment below the video. I'll talk more about YouTube a bit later. Let me share a few excerpts just to show you that the books are interesting and entertaining, at least that's what folks have told me. And here's a little bonus. 2 ebooks are absolutely free on the website, fantasticretirement.com. The first one is Retirement Identity Theft and Scams, and the second is Live a Lot Longer and Live Well. Both are ebooks. Now my ebooks on Amazon have a small charge, and paperbacks are also available there. Here's a quote to give you a taste. But here's a thought. Anyone under age 50 looking forward to retirement will be thrilled that the retirement glass ceiling has been broken. Future retirees will walk away from their traditional work life, but it won't be to their golden years, it will be escaping to the golden life. The rocking chair image was accepted by our grandparents, while our own parents started to break the glass. Today's retirees are taking the golden life to the max. That's an excerpt from 12 Practical Steps to a Fabulous Retirement. Here's another excerpt for you. Here's the embarrassing part, at least embarrassing for her. She has gotten over it somewhat. Apparently from the internet, she ordered a sexy outfit. She was expecting me at 7 o'clock in the evening, and I'm usually right on time. Now she doesn't have a paperboy, it's a paperman. He's a guy about 50, on a disability pension. He's able to deliver newspapers, and I've spoken to him a number of times. Well, you can probably imagine what happened when she opened the door. That's from retirement sex therapy, love, sex and romance. Practical, truthful, entertaining. Enter Ancel Keys. The next excerpt comes from the book Weight Loss, Truths and Lies, Americans Fooled. Middle-aged men, seemingly healthy, were dropping dead, wrote biochemist Ancel Keys. Americans needed a solution, and Ancel Keys was the knight in shining armor, or so the world thought. Lie. Another of the 13 books titled Make Money in Retirement delves into passive income ideas to make money and build wealth in 2025. Whisper in Your Ear. Here's a wee financial surprise. For a month, all my books, ebooks, and paperbacks on Amazon are on sale. A really good deal if you are thinking you might buy one. Also, be aware that 2 ebooks are free at fantasticretirement.com. Here's how it all started. Guess what? My local little newspaper wrote a story about me in the 13 books. You know, email can really change your life. Here's how it did that for me. I'm going to read you an excerpt from 12 Practical Steps to a Fantastic Retirement. The message was sent to Hello Successful Retirees and from Eleanor. She wrote, I understand that life as you knew it has totally changed in a fantastic way since you retired. Could you please tell me about how this happened and how it's working out? For the entrepreneur and the cowboy, I added, we have acquaintances in common. I then named them, signed Eleanor. The result? Suddenly, total strangers were showing up on my cyberspace doorstep. Honestly, I was just floored by the enthusiastic stories from people I had never met. Tom in Wisconsin emailed me and said, The word senior is a misnomer for retirees. In truth, retirees in their 50s and 60s are the new middle age, and Tom is right, so I am still looking for a word to replace senior. If you have one, please let me know. These total strangers were candid, oh so candid. I saw their financial statements, read about their sex and love lives, where travelers are heading and how they are traveling, and so much more. Did you know that the backpack for mature ladies touring Europe is a carry-on with wheels and Tide soap for rinsing the undies? I also read that many retirees have jumped off the ledge and started a new second or third career, either for money or for kindness, like Francis, who now runs a Meals on Wheels program for the elderly in the Southwest United States. Grandparenting has also, taken a better turn. These new grandparents don't hesitate to hold the fort, take the kids on a cruise or in their RV. It's a wide open field, anything goes. People are doing the most amazing things from ages 50 to 90. Whisper in your ear 5. My gratitude. If you deem to help me by buying a paperback or ebook on Amazon and leaving an honest review, I am forever grateful. If you want to help me on YouTube, please subscribe, click the like and bell icons, and best of all, leave an honest comment below the video. The easiest way to find my videos on Screen 89 is to put in the words for one of those videos, Intimacy and Retirement, Eleanor Rose. When a video is buried on Screen 89, you have to add the content creator's name or it will never appear for you. It would also be a great help for this struggling YouTuber if you could visit other videos I have made. I have lots of retiree videos posted that you might enjoy to watch. And the other so helpful thing you could do is leave your story under those videos. It's not complicated, but so helpful. I will thrive on YouTube because of comments. The heart-rendering facts about getting seen on Amazon and on YouTube. Amazon, generally if a book has 50 reviews, it probably will get to page 1 for that topic. Otherwise it's buried on Screen 89. A book can be terrific and remain buried because it has no or few comments from verified buyers who bought the book. YouTube, this is even more mind-boggling. To move from Screen 89 to Screen 1 you need 2 things. 1, 1,000 subscribers, and 2, 4,000 watched hours by the general public with comments. Very important, those comments. All impossible for a beginner YouTuber to get. This is Don, again, Eleanor's neighbor. The thought of needing 50 to 100 reviews on an Amazon book is why so many books are buried so deeply on Amazon and never seen. All new authors have the same tough time. YouTube, as I said before, is equally difficult with the need for 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours within 1 year. You can see that any beginner Amazon author and/or YouTuber needs help. If people around the world deem to help Eleanor or any other beginner, it would be through their kindness. You will enjoy the books and the videos. As her friend, I thank you if you decide to help out. The following is what Eleanor said. Take care and thank you for watching this video, and thank you for any book you might buy and any book review you may leave on Amazon, or watching a YouTube video and leaving a comment about that video. Here's Eleanor's last words. Every little bit helps. Success would be lovely, and I thank Don for being kind and making this video. Take care everyone, your retiree friend, Eleanor Rose.